My model always looks so funny when I have my head fully turned and it can't pick up on my face. Alright, so welcome everyone. My name's Poetentate. I go by Poe. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well on this lovely Wednesday afternoon or Thursday, depending on where you are on the time zone. I'm gonna do something. You all have seen my modus operandi up to this point is usually get my main team leveled up, and then level up everyone else to 70, and then their light cones and their traces, and then I'll update equilibrium. Well, I'm kind of desperate to get Stellar Jade to try and get my husband, because I lost the 50-50 to buy loot. There's only like just under 7 days left. I only have 4 pulls, and I only have 19 pity. So, I'm a little desperate for Stellar Jade right now, trying to avoid opening my wallet, because I know if I do it once, I can convince myself to do it in the future, because I do not have the best self-control. And so, what I'm gonna do, instead, is, I have, gotten my main team fully up to 70. I got everybody's light cones fully maxed out. I got them maxed out. Their traces are all fully maxed out. So I'm going to attempt, because as you can see, I have already maxed out to the next level and still have a ton left over. I am going to attempt the next equilibrium level, just because Pom Pom gives you rewards for equilibrium levels that you've met, and so one of which is Stellar Jade. And so I'm gonna go to next equilibrium level, which I normally wouldn't, so that I can see if I can get some Stellar Jade to try and pull Dan Heng. And if we max out the levels again, I am going to grind the characters' levels to get them all up to 80. I have quite a bit of fuel, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I have 76, so I can grind them out, and I will do it all over again the next time we get on. So let's see. Oh my gosh, this feels like I'm going against my soul doing this. It hurts a lot, but to pull for husband is worth it. Alright, so let's start with a equilibrium battle, and once we get this battle done, we are going to... Oh, I hate fighting against this guy. What are your weaknesses? Oh my gosh, I have quite literally no points.
I'm with you.
Alright, and then I think I solved this. Yep. Alright, let's hit him with the ice weakness. Try and freeze him up a bit.
Repay.
But yeah, his counter is really annoying.
A well-matched opponent. Here, there's thunder. I'll see you off. This ends here. Let's go. In the name of Lend, a will forged in ice never falters.
I don't know if you pick up on the Discord noise, but if you do pick up on the Discord noise, that's my friend. We're trying to set up like a, yeah, this counter ability is the most annoying ability. That is my friend. We're trying to set up a, like a weekend trip to the mall together. I really want the Halloween,
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
One of the Halloween lines of the Build-A-Bear. They have like Mimikyu at Build-A-Bear, and so I really want him.
Rules are made to be broken. Just a scratch. Follow my charge. This ends here.
Let's go.
Alright. Got him back down to... I just got rid of those guys. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Is that it?
He's so aggressive.
Hope you're prepared.
But yeah, they have Mimikyu for their Halloween line, and I haven't bought a stuffed animal in a hot second since I bought the Zhongli, Chunkly plush. And so I do really want the Mimikyu plush from Build-A-Bear. It looks like it'll be really soft. You can get, if you order it online, you can get like a special outfit for it. But I'm not really interested in the outfit all that much.
Follow my charge.
So I just want its bow tie and hat. I think those are so cute.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Hope you're prepared.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Let's make it quick.
So he's not in counter mode anymore, so does that mean I can... Oh, good. Alright, so if he doesn't have his shield down, I can hit him as well. Okay, that's new information to me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Let's settle this.
This ends here.
I'm glad with the equilibrium levels that they don't require you to get it done within so many turns, because I would not meet that requirement.
Stay close. Here stands the Silvermane Guard. I'll see you off.
I have enough defense. I can take it.
There's no time to lose.
Yeah, because he's no longer... Okay, so if you make him do the counter one time,
You chose the wrong
he's no
enemy.
longer in counter mode, so you can then just attack him. Okay, that's new information to me. So as long as Gepard has like a high enough shield counter on the character, I can just brute force
Let's go.
getting through his counter attack. Okay.
Follow my charge.
Rules are made to be broken.
Good to know, good to know. Alright, so
Them unawares.
what do you got?
Seize the initiative.
Alright.
I commend.
That's literally all. Alright.
I'm
We're
with
still
you.
gonna do that one. Let's do
Let's
one
wait.
for Locha, and then I don't need any others, so... Oh, and then Jingyuan. And I can't turn on auto.
Is that all? Just a scratch.
Show no mercy. Here, this thunder. I'll see you off.
This ends here.
Jingyuan's follow-up attack,
You chose the wrong enemy.
once you like level it up, is so overpowered.
Let's make it quick.
So I'm like pulling desperately for Dan Feng, but I've heard like the characters that are coming out in the future, and like I feel like right now I don't have like any pulls, but I'm like once I get further into it, I'm gonna have like so many pulls left over, because I'm not really interested in getting Fu Xuan. And then there's the new one that's being like leaked, not leaked, but they're doing like the get excited for it, where they release like images and some gameplay of her. The one that uses like the warp trotters. We have her as a 4-star card. I'm not really interested in her either. So I'll be able to save pulls both on Fu Xuan's and her banner. I did not mean to do that.
Will forged in ice never falters.
Wanted to do that as a,
Follow my charge.
enemy of time. I will say the designs of the
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
of the characters are really good. Of the enemies in this game. So far, any of the leaked characters that are coming out, I'm not really. Well, here's part 6. Oop. Exit. I saw 65. I didn't see 70, so I wonder if I didn't have enough to I actually didn't max out to 70 right off bat. Oh, okay. So I guess we won't see me immediately doing the next one. Alright, so let's go to Pom Pom, now that I am leveled up further. Oh, here's Bailu.
I don't know why, but since I left the Express, I started having dreams. I dreamed about travel. It must have been locked away too long. I remember I was really high up. It's not what you think. I wasn't dreaming about getting taller. I was dreaming about flying. I can go wherever I want in my dreams. I'm completely free. Almost makes me envious of myself. Needless to say, someone woke me up, as always. Thanks. I feel like I've got some lined up.
So, the High Elder inherits their dreams from previous lifetimes, so I'm curious if that might be it. Okay, so here's the whole reason we were trying to get some of these rewards, like this 100 Stellar Jade right here. Oh, Equilibrium for the next one maxes out right there at 65. It doesn't max out at 70. Oh, that's interesting. Might end up doing Equilibrium 6 anyway then. Let's see what the character upgrade system seems like. So of course 35. Ooh, and I thought the 20 was bad. Okay, but that will get us fully up to 80. And you don't get anything for maxing them out to 80. What about traces? So once you get 80, you can get this bonus. You have to do the next ascension level to get this, though. Oh, you can't get any more bonuses until ascension level 6. Interesting. Okay, so I'll probably grind out their evolution and then their light cone, and then on Friday we will do their we'll do equilibrium level 6, and then we'll see what happens. So what is this? We used a consumable, thank you. Alright, we got some achievements. Alright, so this is one I actually saw online, where if you're doing logistics in the new Aram Alley Hustle and Bustle event, there's actually little star skiffs that fly around the edges of the logistics map, and if you click on them 24 times, you'll get this achievement. So I thought that was a fun hidden achievement. And then you get this one, funds expended, fortunes expanded. After you're done with the game, you meet the black market merchant, Mr. Who, and you can just load stuff on the Star Skiff to get Merchant Guild funds, and then you can pay them to him to get recipes. And so I did that, and I maxed out a shop, so that gives you this achievement. Alright, so one thing is I am going to start doing the new event with the simulated universe, the bug one. As shown by my title, I'm not the biggest fan of multi-legged insects. Like things that like 6 legs, 4 legs, 8 legs, that's fine, but once you start getting into like millipedes, centipedes, I start getting creeped out. And so we'll see how I do in that event. Let's see how many. Oh, we almost have enough for a standard pool. That's nice. Alright, so not as much Stellar Jade as I was hoping for, but I've heard that the new event, Swarm Disaster, has quite a few. Ah, Scrulium was the other robot I was thinking of. So, Swarm Disaster, the beginning. Herta, Ron-May, Scrulium, and Steven have joined forces to bring about... Hello! Welcome, welcome. Simulated Universe's first major update. The geniuses added a substantial influx of fun content from all their various ideas. Steven created some audience dice to add a bit more spice to this test. I've missed you as well. You've been, I'm glad that your schedule is busy, because it sounds like you're having fun, but you have been a bit busy. According to him, the dice hold powers connected to different paths and is conducive to ensuring that you meet with the Eons. Honestly, though, it's hard to tell if he's actually investigating the Eons or just trying to make a game. So, this is what we are going to work on. We are gonna do the new Simulated Universe event. And that's also another reason why, against character, I updated the, that I went to a higher equilibrium before I would normally, is one, they upgrade the amount of Stellar Jade you get throughout the week every time you upgrade because the difficulty increases, but also with the difficulty increase you get a new level, and these levels always come with 60 new Stellar Jade. So up to this point I have everything unlocked that I have access to. So all the difficulties I've had access to, I have fully done. So I am excited to try level 3, because I literally don't change my team. So as long as my main team's upgraded, I usually can get through a simulated universe without any issue. As long as I use the hunt path. The hunt path is literally so overpowered. But yeah, so... as you can see, all of my simulated universes are good, except for the new ones that I'm unlocking. But I want that Stellar Jade. I have to grind. There is one achievement that I have accidentally locked myself out of. So you know your ability tree, right? I'm getting close to the end of it. But there's one of these big abilities. Where is it? Okay, this one. This is the one that's messing me up. So there's an achievement that if you can win Simulated Universe with only like 6 or less blessings, I think, you get an achievement for it. But once you have extra blessings, it's actually impossible. Once you have this one, it's actually impossible to do, because since this one, to get on to the next stage, you have to, when you're in a battle stage, is you have to fight at least one target, right? And so If you do that and you can get occurrences where you don't get a single extra blessing, you just fight the one monster and then the elite monsters in Simulated Universe to progress to the next stage. You would normally be able to do that 6 or less, but once you have extra blessings, this one, it gives you one extra blessing that you get during your run, and so it will always put you at a minimum of 7 blessings. The only way I think you can get around this is if you can get a rare occurrence where you have to discard a blessing and get cosmic fragments instead of a new blessing. And I think that's literally the only way you can get around this. So if you want that achievement, try and get that achievement before you get this ability in the ability tree, because it'll be much easier. I have not been able to get that achievement because of this ability. I keep ending up with like 7 blessings, which is just above the minimum, or the maximum, I mean. So yeah, excited to try out the other difficulties so that I can get this, grind out this lovely stellar jade. But I heard Swarm Disaster has quite a few stellar jades. Let's get to it. Is it the ebon deer that's like giving you an issue, or are you getting stuck on one of the elite bosses, like the mini bosses on World 7? Because I think it's on World 4 or World 5. I was getting stuck on one of the mini bosses. I could defeat Gepard, but I could not defeat the guard, the Bellabog like captain. I could not get past him. If the randomizer gave me a different mini boss that wasn't the captain, I was able to complete the entire Simulated Universe run, but when I was getting the captain, I was just stuck. Because the counter is too powerful. Kalis, how are you doing? And then we're about to answer, and she's like, wait, I don't need the answer. I don't care. It's just something random I say to begin a conversation. We've added something, a new expansion module into the Simulated Universe again recently. But Steven sees this as a major project and insists on creating a separate branch for it called Simulated Universe Swarm Disaster. I can hear the eye roll. He thinks he's playing a video game. In short, a die. Confused? Go through it yourself and you'll get it. There's too much redundant data in the Simulated Universe. You went so far, yet you've only met the Eons a couple of times. You've worked so hard, but didn't even get many chances to speak with them. So I plan to lock the cosmic time within a specific historical segment, narrowing down the scope to study a particular Eon more effectively. However, I'm not sure which Amber Era to throw you into. Ron May has her own ideas. She's made up her mind to anchor the cosmic time to the period before the fall of Tezeroth, the Imperator Insectorum. So, for those of you who have done Simulated Universe, you probably have gotten that event where it's like, oh, you will uncover a nest of insects. Do you wish to go deeper or go away? And so, if you go deeper, it's like you get surrounded by the insects and the whispering starts going into your head, and you can either accept a negative curio from them, which is the spiderweb curio, or you can escape, which I think just gives you cosmic fragments. I'm not quite sure. Or no, it takes away your health. That's what it was. And so we've seen this name before in the Simulated Universe. Good for you. I don't. Anyway, please go ahead and take a look. Alright, so it's a new little planet thing. See this? You get in from here. Bug imagery is just makes my skin crawl. I have always, specifically ants. When I was young, there's like a book I read that was like a kid's book that was like about camping and like the dangers of doing certain stuff during camping. It was like a kid's horror book, but it wasn't Goosebumps. And in one of the images, it was talking about laying down on the ground with like ants could like crawl into your ears. And ever since then, I just absolutely horrified of putting anything in my ears. And always being like, when I hear things, I'm like, please don't let there be a bug in my ear. I've even seen videos though of people who are like, oh, I've had ear pain, and then they finally go to the ear doctor, and the ear doctor will pull out like an entire bug out of their ear, and I'm just, ugh, ugh. Oh, it makes me want to throw up. So I'm not the best around bugs. I'm not the worst either. Like if there's a spider in the house, I'm the person that's required to catch it or kill it and take it outside. Regardless, but definitely centipedes and millipedes get to me really bad. Not a fan. We'll see how we do. The main interface is not too shabby. It's screwy design. This is where then you activate this. Okay, 30 Stellar Jade right off the bat. Recommended team level 59. Okay, so it does not upgrade with your characters. So we'll just do my basic team setup, which is great considering I just leveled up my equilibrium. So my characters would be under-leveled if it leveled with your equilibrium level. Alright, experiment 1. The audience journey this time is going to be a bit different, only by bit though. Basically, we made some updates to the map function. You will start here and go through different domains to reach the end. Okay, similar to normal simulated universe. Every plane consists of different types of domains. Long click on the domain to view their details. Select the question button to view all the domain types. Combat domains. Defeat enemies in this domain to obtain blessings. Elite domain. Defeat elite enemies to receive 1 to 3 star blessings. Currents domains. In this domain, choices can lead to different outcomes. And then boss. So it's the normal domain setup. Don't hesitate. Keep going. See, I told you there aren't many differences. Just go walk around, figure out how it feels.
Show no mercy.
And then we always go with the hunt path, unless there's a new item we haven't done. Huh? Oh, I didn't get to read that. Hang on a moment. What the? Herta stops you and pauses the simulated universe. Her nose scrunches in annoyance as she complains. Stephen Lloyd promised me that the audience with the Eons would be done in a sacred and solemn way. Why is the communing device done like this? It's unique. As if. Do I really have to check every single detail myself? What is Ron May doing? Looking displeased, Herta continues. What do they think they are doing with the simulated universe? Whatever. I don't care anymore. Do whatever. Based on the original design, the audience die is a vessel similar to a shrine that carries the past and experiences of various past striders and the energy that flows due to time. Herta's nose twitches as she adds, originally, anyway. I'll let it be since it has happened. I wish you had a great time with the communing device. Or not. It doesn't matter. I have a score to settle with that kid, Steven. Interacting with a communing device in the domain to obtain random dice effects or move to the next domain. Interesting.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Do you have to spend any kind of currency to use these? How does the saying go again? God plays dice and destiny is born. Every face of the audience die results in a different influence. When entering combat in this round, all allies' damage dealt increased by 50%. Your combat capacity for the next domain has been enhanced. Alright, this is the effect that your roll just gave you. See, your damage has been boosted. Go ahead and pick the combat domain. Some domains will collapse with your choices. You can move to a domain adjacent to the current domain. At the same time, the domains to the left of the target domain will collapse and cannot be entered. Don't hesitate, let's keep going. Alright, nothing around me.
Here, this thunder.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice never falters.
The dead return!
I'm with you.
I commend.
Okay, looks like we got a higher level one. Destruction, scored subjugation. Okay, so the dice effect this time is rather special, as you enter the dice effect phase before you even move. The result can let you earn rewards without even fighting. Try it out. So, pick a domain that will maximize your benefit. Interesting. Okay.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. The dead return!
I'm with you.
I commend.
What's this one do? Alright, we got another gold. So same thing as the last time. Unfortunately, there are no more domains that fit this condition for you. Guess we'll have to give up. At least there are some cosmic fragments to make up for it. Okay, so if the dice doesn't do anything for you, you can just ignore it. So if you pick this one goes blank, but if you pick this one doesn't. Probably because it's the boss one. Alright, so this one gives me some health. I wonder if it's a question because it's an occurrence that I haven't seen before. Oh, that's interesting. It shows you the random of it. A morning actor riding a cosmic elephant slowly comes into sight. She is weeping for some reason. Then she dismounts the cosmic elephant and offers to perform a special magic show to you for free. She stuffs your blessings into 4 cups in front of you. Then she quickly moves the cups around and show ends in an instant. The actor then places her hand on her chest, politely asks you to choose a cup. You can't keep up at all. Just choose a random one. Interesting. Go back and get this now. Alright, when entering combat, damage increased by 50. Okay.
When faced with an army, let's wait.
Ugh, I hate this boss.
Time your attack. Repay.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Show no mercy. It'll heal. Here, this thunder. Conflict is pitiless.
Rules are made to be broken.
Okay. What does getting a curio at this point matter? Alright, I'm really puzzled as to why I'm in charge of the tutorial for the simulated universe. When did it become a responsibility? Sneering, Herta seems to have come up with a brilliant idea. I must bring Ron May and Scrulium here and let them do some real work. Kalos, you're about to meet some big shots soon. Oh, this is so cute! I can join, but I don't think Steven's opinion is helpful to the study of eons. An indifferent voice emerges. She makes her statement clear and concise. It was me, of course. Aren't they cute? As for you, why did you come in so soon? I haven't introduced you yet. Herta shrugs and continues. Genius Society number 81, Ron May, a genius in the field of biology. Should I quote the evaluation from the IPC? Ron May possesses extraordinary perception and cognitive integration abilities, easily capturing microscopic details of reality and synthesizing them into a torrent of information within her mind, which she uses for deduction, thinking she's very low-key. Low-key, that's hilarious. But then again, it's typical of Steven to do things like this. We want to study the eons, but I'm not sure about him. Herta looks back at you and continues. Well, I've explained everything I can. You have to count on yourself after this. In the expansion module, the flow of time is locked, so you'll see the simulated universe divided into several planes. I like the sound going through the communication device. This is the next plane. If there are any domain icons you don't recognize, you can view them through here. Reward domain, adventure domain. Swarm domain. Occurrence, but specifically a swarm occurrence. Interesting. Okay, lots of new stuff. Alright, so we want to do this adventure one.
I'm with you.
I commend.
For sure. Okay, combat, swarm, or elite to obtain a blessing. Okay, so if I go straight forward, I lose these combat ones, but if I go to the side, I'll be able to still go to adventure later. So we'll do that first.
Here, this thunder.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Show no mercy.
We'll try to at least get through the tutorial of this, but if it's just pretty much a new battle simulator, once we get through the tutorial, I will just do this on my own so that you all aren't bored, and then we'll move on to the companion missions that I have. Alright, Trotter Catch. Oh, I think I've seen this on TikTok. By using attacks or techniques during exploration, you can catch trotters to earn points. Different trotters are assigned different numbers of points, and catching trotters with higher points will help you reach the point goal faster. The more goals you achieve, the greater the final rewards will be. So we want to get to 3,600. Interesting. Okay, so I assume the golden ones are the better ones to have. And I guess I'm smacking them? Ooh. Ah, miss. Oh, they're escaping! Okay, I see why most people do this with the new Dan Heng, because he can run really fast using his E. Ah, I got barely anything. I'm guessing you're supposed, since I saw the purple ones about, I'm guessing you're supposed to use like your E ability to catch a lot of people, but my team does not have like an AoE E attack, so pretty bad for me. Alright. I bet there's like a, I bet there's like a, an achievement of like if you get so many points kind of thing.
I command. There's no time. Here, this thunder.
Rules are made to be broken.
The dead return.
Okay, so this looks like it's a mutated swarm boss.
When faced with an army, bide your time.
I'm with you.
I command. Let's wait.
Alright, let's do Gepard first. Get that freeze damage.
Repay. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy. Nothing major. Here, this thunder.
Okay, so it just has like higher defense capabilities and probably higher attack.
A will forged in ice. never falters!
Conflict is pitiless. Hear this thunder. The dead return!
We caught them unawares.
How do you feel? After Skrullium has finished gathering the planner data, I'll add in the previous eon's information. Then you can start exploring the swarm disaster. Okay, seems we are still in the tutorial, so we'll keep going. We aren't done with the details last time, so let's continue. I want to look at this index, though. That design scares me. Okay, same setup. Yeah, I would need to have Kafka if I was going to have... Oh, what is... Ooh. Oh, okay. I would need to have Kafka for her, like, AoE ability if I was going to have, to do the Trotters. But she's not fully leveled up right now, so we'll do her later. Okay, you gotta admit to the audience that I looked pretty formal before Steven's design stepped in. Keep trying destruction, but I like the hunt, though. Okay. This is Destruction's continuous effect. The more combat domains you pass through, the stronger its effect grows. You can view the effects of each die here. Okay, so it's not like the normal one where you want, like, a bunch of the blessings, no? Okay, no, it does have. Alright, so we need to pick the destruction path this time. The hunt path is my path of choice. Okay, I'll tell you about the concept of planes. Get in there first. Interesting. Alright. Okay. I didn't tell you about the planes last time, so let's do that now. Herta snickers. I was working on something else just now. As you can see, I've invited Skrullium, the great mechanical aristocat, to this chat. Oh, his is really cute too. He's got his butterfly and everything. If the swarm disaster is currently in its initial stage, can we infer that the birth of the Eon of Propagation is the first plane? A mechanical voice with elegance worthy of a king suddenly chimes in. Greetings. It's a pleasure to see you here, Mr. Kalis. We've already met him in the event, so we can say this. It's my honor, Skrullium says. Your presence is akin to a butterfly that completes the scenery that brings the entire simulated universe alive. I look forward to the journey ahead with you. Skrullium will follow this study closely, too. After all, the process of the swarm disaster is also closely related to inorganic beings, Herta adds. As you can see, the 3 planes correspond to 3 different historical periods. You're now in the first plane, and that is when the swarm had just started. So there's not much action at the moment. When the swarm starts spreading in the next plane, Kalis, you'll have to pray for luck to be on your side. With an amused expression, Herta says, "Don't worry, we'll watch over you." Okay. Let's fight this guy first.
There's no time to lose. Show no mercy.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. I'm not on the hunt. I'm on destruction right now. It's gonna take me a minute to break that habit. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention to it earlier because I thought it was just like honeycomb designs, but it's a duck. And then you can see the like little icon. I think that's the Hoyo Lab icon right there. That looks like a laughing sticker right there, so maybe some influence from the Eon, aha, right there, potentially. Oh gosh, something in my eye. And then this is the Boo, the little ghost guys that are on the ship. That is an icon we've seen before. This one right here. I just don't remember from where. Another little laughing one. So I feel like there are some definite references to Aha on here. Okay, this time your dice effect can change any domain into a combat domain. Some dice effects can influence the contents of the domain. If you select to give out the dice effect, you will receive cosmic fragments instead. Check here to see destruction's continuous effect. Okay.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice never falters.
So since we're just doing Battle Simulator 2.0, I'll give you all some updates outside of grinding uproariously for my husband. You all saw I did my Zhongli polls on stream, and we were able to get him to C2 and his weapon to R2, which is great. What effect are we getting from the dice? Just increased combat. You've just received a victory and buffs have been stacked. Okay. So the treasure. Oh, okay, we're actually doing like a warp trotter fight this time, instead of trying to catch them all. Oh, I love that sound effect. That was when you opened up the event, it was the sound effect of them teleporting. That's nifty.
Here, this thunder.
So I have, one of them got away. I have been working on my Genshin though. I have the entirety of the Sumeru rainforest explored. I was putting off continuing the main quest because I was kind of bored with it. I did the hunt completely out of just straight, Hinenook habit. I just picked the hunt path. Okay. The beacon appearing here is an effect of the domain. This beacon will make the enemy stronger and the rewards better. So an effect applied. Okay, so this is the mutation thing they were talking about. Okay. Well, oh, it doesn't let me pick. I was gonna say you would want to pick the elite one then, right? But they're like, no, you gotta do the basic one first. Alright, let's apply some buffs. But yeah, so I had been putting it off because I was at that part in the desert where the people were kind of the scholars were going missing, and we didn't know why, and they were going insane because of the canned knowledge, and it was just kind of boring me, you know? Okay, so it gives you enhancement as your increase in value. Interesting. You would definitely want to go for elites if your character can handle the price, like how powerful it is, because then you would be able... Did you notice the countdown here? No, I didn't. Staying in the simulated universe for too long isn't good for your brain. Here, make sure this doesn't go down to 0. Remember to check it. Okay, the countdown is reduced by 1 with every movement. When the countdown becomes negative, all enemy targets will enter planar disarray mode and receive stat enhancements. While in planar disarray mode, every movement on the map will increase the disruption level. The higher the disruption level, the stronger the enemy buffs become. Okay, so it's like, yeah, you get buffs by like going around, but you also like will eventually get negatives too. Okay. You come across a massive fragment of Mirror of Transcendence. 3 candles are placed beneath it as offerings. You walk back and forth while being deep in your thoughts. Well, of course, you light the candle. As one of the candles is lit, a vague image of the god of beauty's broad face flickers within the fragment. Just as the image gets clearer, the face of the mirror holder suddenly appears with the massive fragment. I've been imprisoned in this mirror fragment for a long time. Believe in the beauty, and I will grant you all your wishes, says the mirror holder in the mirror. Recite what you want. Fight the curse of captivity. Or obtain random rewards. So that could be like a blessing, a curio, whatever. I haven't heard of this. Sounds nifty. What's the curse of captivity? Ooh, we're getting hit hard.
Are made to be broken.
Okay, so the curse of captivity is not a new monster to fight or anything. It's just a fight. But yeah, so I've been putting it off. So I actually 100% explored the rainforest. And so now I kind of have to start on the desert quests, but I got through the beginning part of the desert quest and I'm actually like really into it now. It's to the point where like we've seen the doctor again and okay. So we can't do that one. Alright, boss domain. Tells me they're leveled. And then... Interesting. Oh, you get to select which enemy you're fighting.
When faced with an army,
Interesting.
bide your time and time your attack.
I'm with you.
I commend you.
Let's wait.
If I can actually hit him, that'd be great.
Repay.
And then I've been like, because there's so much to explore that I haven't explored in Genshin, I've been able to actually get a few pulls in since the pulls I did. Unfortunately, nothing too exciting has happened. We're just on 23 pity. It's only like 2 10 pulls, I think, since I did them on stream. That's pretty good AoE attack. But yeah, so we met the doctor. I've seen Skara finally. I have the Wanderer as like a character, so I'm really excited to be able to name him whenever I get to that point in the storyline. Because of the fact that I've had a name picked out for him for ages when I went down like a research rabbit hole when I found out we could name him. So I'm really excited to do that. And then always get the Eidolon. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 phases to this. Alright, my question is does that countdown that Herta was talking about... Oh! Okay, that's new. Is the countdown transfer over when you're in the second plane? Or is it only... It's like per plane the countdown resets. Alright, so this is the swarm disaster. Standing under the sky, you find your surroundings in a state of desolation. A massive swarm of mutated insects is reproducing and breaking free from their cocoons in the fields and roads around you. They devour all crops and animals until all the paths are flooded by their kind. You move ahead and enter a huge device. There is a platform in front of you where a screen is showing some of the more advanced stellar systems. Some swarms have evolved into large weapons of war there. Many vanguard units support their massive bodies with slender armored limbs, while giant worms stand behind them as defenders. Inside the worms' round, gaping mouths are sharp teeth that get off a metallic glint. You shudder. These insects only act according to their instincts and have no awareness. I hope the food is good. And have no awareness. You can't help wondering about the source of this technological modification. Kalis, I reminded you earlier that the second plane has more insects. Herta's voice pulls your mind to reality. Go now. Be careful not to be caught by the swarm and get stuck here. Don't forget, you have to visit all 3 planes. You snap back to reality. It's time to brace yourself to move on. Oh, look at that. We get Scrolliums actually, like, in here. That's nifty. What do you offer, sir? To your surprise, you notice Scrollium's physical body at the entrance of the store. It is an utmost honor to meet the mechanical aristocrat in a simulated universe. Madame Herta, overwhelmed with work, invited me to assist her. Scrollium is very amicable and says, Mr. Kalis, as of now, allow me to bring you more blessings on her behalf. Oh, okay. Neat. We will go with this one. Okay, once again, Herta's puppet appears in front of the store, still maintaining a dismissive demeanor. Steven should manage stores like this, but he refuses to make an appearance. I've given you permission to use all the exhibits here. Isn't it great? With her arms on her waist, Herta continues. You still have to exchange them with cosmic fragments, though. That's a basic rule of the game. Okay, and so you can get... So you get blessings from Scrollium, and then you can get, curios from Herta. Okay, to immediately get the rewards. Well, obviously you would want to go... What is an elite curio trotter, actually? Okay, so that one's just fighting a trotter. So let's do this one.
Seize the initiative.
Oh, I wonder if it's like
With you.
the idea that the trotters can transform into things. So I wonder if this is like supposedly a trotter disguised as an automaton.
Show no mercy.
A will forged in ice.
Never falters.
Rules
Are made to be broken.
Here, this thunder. Show no mercy.
Okay, okay. We're on the destruction path. Keep having to remind my brain that. We're on the destruction path. Nanook is our bestie. Okay. I would prefer to do this one instead. Ooh, okay, that did something. Swarm Crisis, and that changed the plane some. Let's see what that one does. Oh, that's new. I have not seen that card before. Alright, you encounter a group of ancient, bloodthirsty behemoths in an ancient city of an abandoned star system. Their hot, steamy breaths brush against your face. You notice signs of mutation on one of them. Its skin is covered by a layer of gilded, hard shell, and it seems to be suffering from the mutation. You stare straight into its droopy eyes. Its whiskers are moving up and down. You notice it is protecting some cubs behind it. So take care of the adult beast's pain or help the young beasts get free. Well, it's protecting them, so...
Show no mercy. Show no mercy. Good job, Jing Yuan, a beast.
We are in the destruction path. Do not click on the hunt path. Please, brain. Okay. So our countdown is 3, so I think it does cross over. I kind of want to do some of the swarm ones because they look interesting. Because you get the new blessing. But we will have to wait because I'm almost out of countdown points.
Here, the thunder.
We'll get proper propagation blessings eventually. Okay, destruction path, destruction path. We are on the destruction path. Ooh, okay, Cocolia. Delayed by 50%. All enemies' speed reduced. Alright, let's fight Kafka. I don't have the... She only has this one.
Let's wait.
That's fine.
I commend.
We'll hit her with Locha.
Repay. no mercy.
Ready? How does that feel?
Conflict is pitiless.
It's like you can use abilities to dispel debuffs, and I'm like, yeah, but the character that does that is the one that's bespelled, bewitched.
A will forged in ice.
But yeah, so I'm back on like really excited for the main quest. Some of the side quests I'm not
Made to be
really
broken.
super excited for. Like, I've heard that the one side quest with the Ermamites, I can't remember her name, is really good, so I am excited for that. The side quest with the little spirit, I think Sorush, not super excited for her, not because of, well, the character is a bit snooty, but mostly because of all the puzzles that are going to be involved in doing her. I usually like puzzles, but I've done a few of the puzzles with Sorush, and not really my cup of tea, so not super excited for that part. But I'll probably just like grind through the main Archon quest today. And then
A will forged in ice. Never falters.
push off Dane's quest for a while until I get most of the like the side quests and the main world quest done. And then I'll do Dane's, which I am excited for because
Receive divinity.
I've heard like we're starting to really start seeing some like remnants of Conria, so I'm excited for that.
How do you like that?
Is that it?
Take a guess.
Oh, look at my health. Ooh, look at my health. Locha, please.
Is pitiless.
Zoning out. Does that sting?
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice. Never falters.
Here, this thunder.
Okay, got her out. We are on the destruction path. The destruction path. Okay. This one, because we are starting to take quite a bit of damage. So just in case a character dies, it's not the end of the line. Alright, so since it looks like the countdown does transfer from different sections, we are fully out. And so we're gonna start getting that like negative effect now, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, you've reached the third plane already? This is surprisingly fast. We're traversing the entire historical swarm disaster at such a rapid speed. Herta glances at the glimmering sky. Planning the development of the species and nurturing them patiently until they begin to take form through a complex process. That's how a universe is created, Ronmei comments. It seems like we've succeeded. The swarm quickly spread all over the universe, then recedes. This is in line with the rise and fall of Tiazaroth. Recedes. Indeed, the swarm did recede from the places of the universe following the fall of Tiazaroth. Herta raises the tone of her voice upon hearing the keyword. Listen, we need to figure out how the swarm disaster happened. It appears that Tiazaroth was killed in battle among the Eons. After all, who else could have killed an Eon? However, we can't rely on deductions only. We need to get through understanding. Oh, we got Squirrelium again. I have no interest in curios currently. To your surprise, we already talked to him before, so we know what that means. Alright, we can't get any of the high-ranking ones, but we could get one of these, but none of them are... None of them are in the destruction path, so we'll just leave that alone for now. Okay, select one domain and change it to a combat. Because I want to go to the treasure domain. Planar disarray. While in planar disarray, all enemies in battle receive stat boosts. The stat boosts get worse the higher the planar disarray. Okay, another new one. This is a character I am excited for. I have seen images of this knight. Definitely gonna pull for this knight. Androgynous icon. Because I have heard very conflicting accounts on whether this knight is going to be a woman or a man. So, androgynous legend. Very excited for pull for them. You have been stuck in the morning caves for ages. You have become unkempt, with a weary look in your eyes. If anyone were to come and help you at this moment, you would see them as your salvation. As you are contemplating whether to save yourself by making an eye-catching sign as bright as the beacon coloring paste, you hear an ancient and beautiful song. The song, as refreshing as clear rain, soothes your soul like a pot of honey tea. It's our honor to meet a soul as tenacious as yours. We are the Knights of Beauty, and will show you our passion through our spears. Along with the clanking sound of armor, a burst of dazzling light envelops you. You hear the sound of descending massive airships while drifting in and out of consciousness. You can only vaguely hear them discussing how to rescue you. Yet, the discussion lasts for a very long time. They shower you with praises before introducing themselves. After analyzing your predicament, they provide you with dozens of targeted solutions. You find the situation more and more confusing, and you start to wonder whether they can be trusted. You can accept help and enhance 2 of your 3-star blessings. Receive a resonance formation. Or accept help from the Knight of Beauty Argenti or Odium. What's a resonance formation? Oh, this thing. The knight extends a hand to you. You grab that hand. The lingering body warmth melts your heart. After rescuing you from danger, the Knights of Beauty are reluctant to leave. They consider you a devoted follower of the Eons. A Knight of Beauty decides to teach you the spirit of beauty. I hope you believe in Idrelia, the Knight of Beauty says reverently. Interesting. But I am excited for that character. That's the one I'm going to be saving up for. Okay. So on one hand, we don't want this to get too high, right? Because that's going to make the boss monster even harder. So we're just going to go forward. And we're not going to do any of the side ones, unfortunately. We'll buff once.
I commend. Show no mercy.
Jing Yuan is such a beast. I will definitely be pulling for Eidolons for him when he gets his rerun. Ooh. Ooh, I did not like that noise. Alright, so these are the debuffs that we got from the first and second plane. We've given them an ice weakness and we've reduced their speed. Which is great because,
I'm
with you. I commend.
Let's wait.
Alright, so we did give them an ice weakness, but... Oh, this thing... Let's see, what is this? It's a... Ooh, that sounds good. I had ramen myself for lunch, so we're both thinking on the noodles train. This is a, what is it called? A Hercules beetle, I think. It's like an interesting design for a Hercules beetle.
Repay.
Alright, so this thing's getting some buffs from the planar disarray, while it's also getting some debuffs from the prior bosses we've fought.
Receive divinity.
Oh. Okay, so the bugs explode and do damage like the fish do.
The dead
It's good to know.
Here, is thunder. Underestimated you.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice. Never
Get that
falters.
shield up. And then the little horned beetles seem to do a variety of different things. Oof. The poison one really seems to be hitting me hard.
A will forged in ice. Never falters.
The dead return! Show no mercy.
I have heard a lot of people saying that the simulated universe swarm disaster is pretty tough. If this is just a tutorial boss, I can definitely see that.
Conflict is pitiless.
Heal.
Receive divinity.
A will forged in ice. Never falters.
The dead return! The dead return!
Oh, it's split into two. That's interesting.
Rules are made to be broken.
So it seems like that's the main body, and then that other one that it's split into is kind of like a mini boss. Interesting.
A will forged in ice. Never falters.
Underestimated you.
The noise they make when they pop, I'm not really a fan of, I'll have to say. Ooh. Okay, we got an achievement. I am the swarm. We'll see what that means.
The dead return!
Interesting. So I defeated the main body, but I guess since it doesn't count since I didn't defeat this one too. That's interesting, because usually when you defeat the boss, it just ends the battle. You don't have to defeat, like, any of the other people on the map.
A moment's excitement, nothing more.
Locha's such a mood. Alright. Let's see if we're done with the tutorial or not for this. Oh? Oh, you got the hang of it immediately. This time we specially made a space for you to have an audience with the Eons. Let's do a test first. Keep going and try it out. I can't promise you'll manage to meet them every time. I don't really know if I want to meet them, to be honest. So this is, I think, similar to the space of when we were, when we got the spear from Belobog, the power of preservation. This is like a similar space we were in. We seem to be making progress. Don't get overwhelmed. Herta's voice comes through. Unlike her usual self, she speaks seriously and seems excited about what is going to unfold. Can you hit yourself on your head and focus? Take a closer look. We've derived Tazaroth. Tazaroth? Everything happens so fast that you aren't ready for the change. You look up and a beam of light flashes across the sky all of a sudden. Oh, so this thing is Tazaroth. Okay. A peculiar cry suddenly comes from somewhere, and you are certain it is the first suckling sound of an infant insect in the air. Along with it comes the melodic tune of red butterflies suckling honey from lilies. The saliva of different scents, such as the scent of orange, blood, and tropical fruits, is dripping, making you feel as though you were immersed in an ocean of soda. You have a mild hallucination due to the ringing and chiming dust on butterfly wings that covers the sky. You find the Eon surrounded by countless yellow butterflies, ants, meteor bugs, and hibernating insects of different sizes that are on the verge of falling. Amidst the illusion, they begin a continuous ascent to the sky. Their blood appears colorful, but you have no idea why they are bleeding. A mind-blowing phenomenon unravels before you. The Eon's trembling body curls up timidly as countless new insect species emerge at the same time. They exchange pheromones just like how flowers exchange for petals of different colors. Then an entirely new species is born. As expected, it's here. This is the most prosperous period of the path of propagation since the creation of the universe. Cherish it, as these will be gone for good after the Eon falls, Herta speaks softly. Kalis, how would you feel if we stood observer to the repeating cycles where the swarm is born, recedes, and resurges? Herta suddenly chuckles. It'd be quite a nice experience to watch the journey of the universe again and again. Interesting. Seems like there's nothing else I need to teach you. I've activated the audience chamber, a module that helps you have an audience with the Eons quicker. You can follow the footsteps of the past riders to get closer to a particular Eon. No doubt that's another of Steven's ideas. He always underestimates the trickiness of an issue. Oh well, I guess as long as his ideas work. Are we still going? We are still going. Okay. Alright, this is what I wanted to look at, the index. So it looks like we have a bunch of new encounters, it seems. So this is Tazaroth. It's interesting that a lot of the Eons that we've noticed don't have faces of any kind. Like this one looks like, I almost don't, it's almost like doll joints, the way his human body is made, but it could also be like a carapace, like an insect skeleton. And he does seem to be holding what looks like the cradle of a child, like a baby of some form. And then his body is very interesting because it's very beetle-like, but then he's Centaurian because of his human main torso. But it's also, and then instead of pinchers, he has another set of hands that's holding an orb of some kind, or maybe an egg. And then this is what I mean, like, again, no kind of face, vaguely human in appearance. My favorite, Fuli, completely missing their face. Aha cuts off at the neck just like Tazaroth does, and then he has all these masks for faces. The Hunt, again, a blank mask kind of face. I think Nanook is the only... I'm gonna confirm this. I might be wrong, but I feel like Nanook is one of the few that actually does have a human face. I just noticed this kind of looks like a sword, like a handle and the blade. The Nihility is just a blob with eyes. There's no kind of face related. The Abundance has a face. So Nanook and the Abundance, the Yaosha, have faces. Tazaroth does not. It's cut off. And then I think there's, for the next planet we're going to, the one that follows the Eon of, what is it, Harmony? She also has a face. So I'm curious if there's going to be like a connection on why some Eons have faces and others don't. Because the two Eons that we know of that actually have human faces that don't just cut off at the head or blank almost seem to be the bad Eons, because Nanook is the path of destruction, and then he has the bad guys follow him, right? And then the Yaosha, we have found the entirety of the Xinshao Lafu hates her, saying that she creates beasts of abominations. And so she's also seen in a negative light in some capacities. And so that's interesting. Little connection there. Oh, we also got a bunch of new curios as well. So we'll have to be on the lookout for those, because that's another Stellar Jade opportunity for myself. Okay, Swarm Disaster chapters that you've obtained are kept here. Go in and have a look. Your test objective is to collect all the Swarm Disaster chapters. I will give you plenty of compensation. Select to see the unlock conditions for different chapters. Unlock by passing second plane when commuting trial points for preservation reaches 8 or higher. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at all that Stellar Jade. You know what I'll be doing off stream? Oh, I didn't mean to start another one. Okay, we'll keep going then. I guess that's what this stream will be, is just me being introduced to the Swarm Disaster, because I'm surprised this is taking so long. We seem to be making progress. Don't get overwhelmed. Herta's voice comes through. Unlike her usual self, she speaks seriously and seems excited about what's going to unfold. Can you hit... Okay, so this is just the thing that we just did. Okay, so you have like the Hunt 1, Abundance 1, Elation 2, so I imagine like as you do the paths or whatever, and you get so many points in that path, you unlock these different worlds, and then that gives you these. So that's easy enough. Come, I'll show you the commuting trial. The points in the different paths in commuting trial are the keys to unlocking chapters in the Swarm Disaster. Okay. Increasing points to automatically unlock the following buffs applicable in paths. All points increase different buffs will unlock automatically. Okay, so what we did in the tutorial I guess does not count. See, here you can learn how to walk the path of a path strider. Here we managed to simulate through calculations the actions of many historical path striders. You can take after them and do things that fit philosophy of a given path. Walk the trail of the path strider to improve commuting trial. So carrying out the trail of the path strider increases commuting trail points and collect all the chapters of the Swarm Disaster. So... like what? Do I need to... Oh, obtain 750 cosmic fragments. Okay. Just treat them as essential missions to complete. Well, I mean, look at these Stellar Jade. How can I not? Okay. So lore to unlock, missions to do, and then you unlock the different world chapters through things. Interesting. So I assume that you do the difficulty levels, and then you choose different paths, which unlock these, and you read the chapters, which give you lore, which does this, and then the way you do the chapters will give you these, like the cosmic fragments and stuff. Okay. And there's quite a bit of Stellar Jade. I definitely could get a 10 pull or 2 out of that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, why? We're still doing it? I didn't see that we were what we're still supposed to be fighting. Alright, what is this one? When I am the swarm. When swarm true sting uses swarm onslaught, there are no juvenile stings or lesser stings on the battlefield. Okay. Well, it says we're still going. With the tutorial. Complete simulated use swarm disaster on any difficulty. Okay. So I just need to do the basic. Alright, so the hunt is the normal path that I like to roll with. But we'll start on difficulty 1 because my characters I don't think are high enough level to deal with that. So we'll deal with this one first. Okay, I unlocked another 2 audience dice. Select whichever one you want. The rest of the audience dice will need to be discovered by you. Check here for their unlock requirements. So you have to get plan or disarray to get abundance. Okay, a challenge is interrupted. 1,000 cosmic fragments to get preservation. 6 paths have been unlocked to get remembrance, or not remembrance, elation. Interesting that Aha wants you to unlock everything else but him before you get him, and then all chapters of Swarm Disaster to get the new path, which is propagation. I traditionally prefer to do the hunt, so we're gonna do the hunt. I helped unlock the dimension effect, the audience die, go check it for yourself. Okay. So it looks like we'll get through this, and then it will probably be time to end the stream. Man, I really spent the whole 2 hours just doing the tutorial to the swarm disaster. Next time, like I said, I will probably, on Friday, I will probably grind out my characters to level them up, and then we'll do Equilibrium level 6, I think, is where we're at. I think we're currently on 5. I'll grind out my characters to get them so that we can do 6, so that I can upgrade their traces. And then, we have run out of, and then we actually had to build XP. We did not instantly go up to 70 like I thought we would. So that'll be interesting. Alright, so let's get started. Dimension effect, the hunt. Additionally generate 1 blessing trotter beacon and 1 curio trotter beacon. So here and here. So we have to enter. And then, of course, since the first thing is 750 cosmic fragments, we're going to start with that. Start grinding out our cosmic fragments.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged forged in ice.
And then I will
Never
also
falter.
try and grind out both Simulated Universe and Swarm Disaster so that I can get some Stellar Jade
Show no
so we can
mercy.
do a few more pulls for my husband. But we'll see how effective I am at doing that. Oh, I wasn't supposed to. Oh well. Let's try that. I already forgot that we were trying to save up cosmic fragments. The goldfish brain cannot retain anything for longer than 5 seconds, apparently.
Here, this thunder.
But yeah, off stream, I'll do a lot of grinding, and then when you see me on Friday, we'll go up to Equilibrium 6, and then we will do companion missions. Though I may show you, if you all are interested in, since looks like the stuff is like lore, Swarm Disaster stuff that you can unlock is like lore stuff. If you all want, I can read those on stream. Someone doesn't believe in your luck with dice. Okay, fine, I'll spoil it. That someone is Ron May. She prepared a chance for you to start over. Read there for the fine print. Okay, so you can like re-roll the dice at least once if you want. Okay, allies can move to any domain in the next 3 columns during the movement phase of this round. So we could move like all the way over here and skip these occurrences if we wanted. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that warp. Well, we only have 13, and we have noticed the effect, like how much more it gives. So actually, let's move to the transaction, because then I'll be able to do the swarm to get the propagation blessing, this adventure, and then the boss. That'll give me the most new interactions while also covering the most ground.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Let's wait and see.
Alright, and so we want to get cosmic fragments, so unless you give me something new... Nope, it's just blessings. We are not gonna reroll. Let's do another adventure one. So we've done Warp Trotter Chase, and we've just fought the Warp Trotters. Those are the 2 we've done with the adventure so far. Okay, break 15 barrels or break 30 barrels. Do they respawn? Where do you go now? They're... oh, down. Okay. I'm dumb. I feel like this one would be good for if you have March. Okay. It's because I was running around with like a chicken with my head cut off where I didn't know where to go. We'll do better next time.
A diamond in the rough.
I don't think I got anything because I didn't even meet one of the goals. Okay, I can move to a domain that has the trotter, so this one. Okay, so this one should have a bug.
Repay. Show no mercy.
Is that all?
conflict is pitiless.
A will forged in ice never,
Never
falters.
falters. So I guess that's an effect of their propagation, is that they're able to split into two like that.
Rules are made to be broken.
My curiosity with the splitting in two is, do they is it kind of like the summons where they
At all.
are at the same health? Or do they split into two and get full health? Okay, so it does look like whoever is summoned has like
Here, this thunder.
a full health bar. The split has a full health bar. Okay, that's good to... Oh, okay, so these are all new. We'll take the blue one, of course. Will of the Hive. Alright, let's get some health. Okay. Okay, so gotta remember that it will give us an ice weakness or a wind weakness. I don't have any wind characters, so an ice weakness is better for the final boss. Let's buff up myself,
Let's wait and see.
and we'll hit him with the ice to freeze him.
Repay. Show no mercy.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Show no mercy. Here, this thunder.
Yeah, I think my, back to Genshin for a moment, I think one of the things I'm a little concerned about... Oh yeah, I hope you get good sleep. Thank you for dropping in. I hope your food was good. But with my Genshin was, the desert actually has like a lot of new mechanics for exploration, so I am a little bit concerned about that. Because since I ran around the desert so much, I encountered a lot of those things without like actually reading how to deal with them, so I'm gonna be struggling a little bit to do the puzzles in the desert. Alright, we are on the hunt path, but there are no hunt ones. Oh, this is new. Alright, the Architects. Annals of Fortification. You encounter a giant architect who is lounging lazily under the sun. You read some molded carvings on the sole of his feet that read, they were called Big Feet by humans. Like Bigfoot. They were called, the sound that comes from his mouth is powerful. You can't make out his words. So this is obviously us, or something that looks like us, and then this is the Astral Express, like, crew identification right here. So... Alright, plant the Synthesia beacon on him. Let's give his beard a braid and then insert a beacon there. Scratch his heel at the Synthesia beacon, even though it's hard to distinguish where the heels are. Okay. He jumps to his feet and with such force that it shakes the very earth, and he attempts to let out a sneeze, but you hastily stop him. The architect claims that they got a warning from the hammering of Klipoth and are repairing the barriers of multiple star systems urgently. However, he knows not for what reason and decides to pause what he is working on. He uses a giant foot to stamp a crater in the ground, then invites you to rest in it together. You shake your head, sigh, and leave. Okay, so we'll get some, like, little bits of lore when we successfully do a plane. So if I'm going to grind this out while not on stream, you are gonna miss some of that. Sorry about that. Ooh, okay, this one is... There's a lot going on. Probably the most direct path would be this, and that would get both of the Warp Trotter bonuses. So that you use up the least amount of your points, your disarray points. Alright, let's see if her... I don't see Scrulium, so this might be a different display with Herta. Okay, no, it's not. We're still saving up to try and get that first amount of cosmic fragments at once. Okay, so we're allowed to skip 3 columns. I guess go to the transaction one because we were gonna do this line and then down, but if we can skip forward, really only skips 1 for us though. We could also, so do we want to do transaction or do we want to do the chest? What is this one? Different rewards or a transaction. Consume cosmic fragments. Okay, no, we won't do that one then. Because we're trying to save up our cosmic fragments, so. Alright, let's not do the health one until we see which one we get. Okay, a Foxian dancer approaches you. She makes a mischievous shushing gesture at you before lifting the curtain to the hall for you. Before these 7 pots of incense kneel countless dancers from all over the stars who are getting madder by the day. They prostrate themselves before the meeting hall and sing and pray to the 13th self-strangler. There are always 13 of them. The dancers will lie prone before the god, pleading to know their end after the cosmic dance ends. Here's a talisman about your fate. If you don't believe this type of thing, just treat it as a famous rumor of the cosmos. Talisman stained with blood from an unknown source is placed before you. You regard it contemptuously and remain completely unimpressed. In your opinion, there is no such thing as fate. Deep down inside, you are tempted. So, spend 50 fragments and draw Destiny's Revelation. Or refuse. I am trying to save up cosmic fragments, so we'll refuse for now. I'll definitely pay that at a later time, though. Let's get this health. Alright, so we want to avoid this one, the transaction ones, because we're trying to save up our cosmic fragments. So we'll do the swarm one, plus it gives us the propagation path. Let's see. What do we get this time? Okay, definitely swarm. Oh, I did not like that sound. I did not like... Oh, that makes my skin actually hurt. You slide your leather gloves on with practice. As a roamer, you can assassinate the brain of a domain with your eyes closed. Indeed, in the swarm swollen days, it is no surprise that there are rebels trying to go against the flow. Although you are not rewarded handsomely for your work as a temporary mercenary, you count yourself lucky that you still have your partner, the device assistant, by your side. But now things are getting tricky. You find yourself surrounded by small fries. Gripping your radio, you consider whether to contact your partner. Well, this one says I have to spend cosmic fragments, so we will enter the battle on our own.
There's no time to hear this thunder.
It said mosquito warning, I think.
Show no mercy. The dead return. Was that it? Conflict is pitiless.
Rules are made to be broken.
I wonder how many enemies you can have on a field at once,
Just a scratch.
since they can duplicate.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Hear this thunder.
Rules are made to be broken. Rules are made to be broken.
Okay, we'll definitely take the gold one. Okay, so every time allies move to a domain, all domains currently with the Blessing of Trotter will swap their positions with an adjacent domain. Alright, well, we want to do the swarm one. We'll get the health after this fight. Oh, this is new, even though it's the same icon. This is new, like, words. Or a new situation. You accidentally step into a high-tech, streamlined, suspended matrix, a trap you believe to be used only by the most cutting-edge hunter on the planet Snowland. You get to your feet and find yourself landing before an entrance of a lair. You draw the curtain open and recognize the Combato bugs as ground combat units. They traded their flying abilities in exchange for heavy and rigid exoskeletons. These Combato bugs make a sucking sound. You hesitate to enter the lair and hunt for them, as you might find yourself coated in the insect's scent and incur more unwanted attention. You can leave quietly, but the swarm's alertness will greatly increase. So the swarm's alertness will greatly increase regardless. But it's either a curio or a blessing. Since we don't have all the blessings, we might as well. Mitosis warning. So mitosis is like what cells undergo to produce new cells that are a copy of themselves. So I wonder if that's what they mean by, like, they duplicate. I wonder if they were going through mitosis.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, having an AoE is definitely important when fighting in the swarm.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Thank you, Gopard. Shield is very needed right now.
It'll heal.
Interesting.
Is that all?
I guess the fire one combusted, and then that allowed them to produce a new one.
Was that it?
Is that all? A will forged
And
in
then
ice.
their ability
Never
seems,
falters.
when you're in that like red cloud, seems to just make it so that you can't use your ultimate.
Show no mercy.
Okay, we will do another gold since it's presented to us, and definitely get that health now. Hence why I left that until after we were done. Okay, an advance, that's great. So we will advance to here to get the warp trotter.
I'm with you.
I commend.
So,
Shoot. Thankfully it ran right into an area that had a wall and it could not go any further. I like
Are
that
made to
the
be
warp
broken.
trotters can get like different blessings. I think that's really nifty.
Show no mercy.
a will forged in ice never falters.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh yeah, and then another thing to update you all is next week I should be going back to a day job. And so my hours will have to change because most likely I'll be working through this time period. And so my hours are definitely going to be changing. I don't know what they're going to be changing to because I don't quite know my schedule yet. Because they're going to be changing a lot because next week is just orientation and training. And then the week after will be probably when I start like working on my own without any assistance. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what my hours are gonna look like yet.
When faced with an army,
All right.
bide your time and
I'm
time
with
your
you.
attack.
And there doesn't seem to be any purple, so we need to leave at least 3 blessings or 3 technique points for the final boss. So we'll only do 2 here.
Repay.
Hello, Warp Trotter. Thank you for joining us.
Show no mercy.
A will forged in ice.
It seems
Never
the swarm
falters.
definitely takes a lot longer than your average simulated
Are made to be
universe
broken.
run through. So don't worry, that's why I'll just grind these off
Show no
stream.
mercy. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Alright, we got the Trotter, which will give us the extra blessing boost. I believe. We have not been getting many Path of the Hunt blessings, though, which is unfortunate. I don't think I've gotten a single resonance yet from the hunt.
The dead return.
So definitely glad I did this on difficulty 1 then. There's our first resonance. Oof. Oh, this one's new. Gain 1 to 3 random blessings for the current path after obtaining this curio. Oh, I could definitely use that. Oh, we only got 1. Let's do destructible objects because, well, that doesn't really help because we're about on the last bit, but that'll give us more of the cosmic fragments. Yeah, that reroll is best when it's like on the last one, because if you get something you can't use on the final boss, then you can reroll. We're getting close to the 750 we need. Alright, so what is our Trucing? Crowd control debuffs by 25 or delay. Yeah, we'll do the delay. The crowd, I don't have many crowd control buffs as far as I'm aware. Unless Gepard's freezing ability counts as a crowd control buff. Alright.
I'm with you.
I command. Let's wait and see.
Repay.
Rules are made to be broken.
The dead return.
Is that all?
Conflict is pitiless.
But yeah, my hours would probably be all over the place. Sunday's hours will probably will most likely remain the same, unless they get moved up to like earlier in the day.
Forged in ice.
And then the rest of the week is just dependent on whatever my schedule turns out to be.
Underestimated you. Conflict is pitiless.
But I am excited to have a day job again because
The dead return.
money just popped in my head. It's very important, you know, paying bills, getting stuff done.
A will forged in ice. Never falters. Just a scratch. Rules are made to be broken. Is that all? A will forged in ice. Never
falters.
Just a scratch.
Conflict is pitiless.
Man, I really wish that we had a faster speed than just 2 times speed. I would love if we could go to like 5 or 10 almost. Especially if you're a person that just prefers to put auto mode on and then just let the game decide if it's gonna win or not. Because with that being me, I would rather just have this thing at like the fastest possible that it could go and then just let it go on its own. Yeah, I feel like I've already explained this, but I'll explain it again just for those who weren't here the last time. We are trying to get through Honkai Star Rail, have like everything done up to this point. and we're getting close.
Return!
We just have some companion missions and some side missions, and then I need to explore Aram Alley in its entirety. Oh, it just healed itself entirely. Oof, that's not great. But so we're getting close, and then once we get that done, I will move on to Genshin Impact. And currently what I'm trying to do in Genshin Impact is either get us up to Dainsleif's quest, and that'll be when I introduce you all to my Genshin account prior to Fontaine, that Dainsleif quest, because I will not be starting Genshin over. There's too much content. And then once we do that, to
Show no mercy.
words, I'll be playing Genshin to the same effect as Honkai. I will try and get to where all content is up to date, and then I'll be switching back and forth between them when new content's added, like new events, new maps, new storyline, etc. And then once we do all of that, like we run out of stuff in Genshin, we run out of stuff in Honkai, depending on the time. If it's close to Christmas, I will probably be buying myself Baldur's Gate 3 for Christmas. And so we might also start on Baldur's Gate. How much is it gonna heal? Oh, that's not too bad. I'll probably, and then we can start Baldur's Gate. Now, if it's prior to Christmas somehow, that we get this done, then I will probably, I have Subnautica already, both 1 and 2, Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. I have never finished the quest for Subnautica. I have seen other people do it though. But I have not watched a single person play Below Zero, because I wanted to do that myself and be like surprised about the quest and storyline. So if it's prior to Christmas, I will probably start a Subnautica playthrough. Though we won't be able to do like too long playing the game, because that game does actually make me motion sick. Which maybe should have been a bit of a, hey, just so you know, you get seasick. I should have figured that out from the game. Because the first time I was on a boat, I was throwing up the entire time. But it was also really, really choppy, so I don't know if that's normal for me to get seasick, or if it was just that particular day I was seasick because of how bad the waves were. But we'll play Subnautica. I will try not to crash the game, because I started playing Subnautica and got like halfway-ish through a playthrough, but then I was getting horrendously breaking the game because I was building little, well not little, like full-fledged bases in every single biome, and the game was having a hard time loading because of that. So that's the plan, is finish Honkai, start doing Genshin and Honkai together, and then either Baldur's Gate 3 or Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. If my friend starts streaming, we might do a co-op Stardew Valley or a co-op Raft, whichever one that she wants to do.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh my goodness. No, Locha! Oh, my healer! Oh, my healer's out! Oh, that is not good. Oh, goodness.
Here, this thunder.
I was like, man, this is still going. My healer's out. 2 of my characters are down. Oh my god, 3 of my characters are down. Oh my gosh, I've never had the Ebon Deer do this to me before.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Oh well, we might not be able to get through this path.
Is that all?
I was about to make a comment, man, like, man, this is still going on, but
Forged in ice, never falters.
and then the Ebendir did that ult and just destroyed all of my characters. Oh my goodness.
Is that all?
I blame my luck on not getting the hunt path cards.
A will forged in ice, never falters.
Because usually by the time I'd get to a boss like this, I would be like, I'd have quite a few of the hunt path resonance, but I did not have good blessing draw this time.
Never falters. Is that all?
Ah. Defeat. I don't even think I got the cosmic fragments I wanted. This one's new. All my blessings I've lost. All the blessings I've obtained. Ooh, quite a few good ones too. Alright. So I guess it doesn't matter if you lose to the boss because it looks like it just keeps going. It's just you don't get that debuff on the final boss. Interesting. Okay, the Architects. Annals of Fortification, Part 2. The sound of beating wings smash through the Architect's walls, and the clash between them come to a close. A Bigfoot's wife chooses to leave the Architects group, leaving her distant lands with the gondola. You see a familiar Bigfoot architect leaning against the base of the wall. He feebly laments his own poverty. He would always pick the cheapest hours to eat nosewalkers grilled by the furnace with his wife. To make ends meet, they could only live in a bastion room buried by bricks, enjoying scant moments of peace and with each other. When they leave the bastion, the gondola just happen to be traversing the star system. Well, this one has the hunt, so we'll do the hunt one. We meet again. Time passes slowly. You lean in close to each other. Truly, there is only waiting. Besides that, there is nothing else to do. Time to go, Kalis. Why aren't you still playing in the simulated universe? Herta suddenly appears. She doesn't know what happened to you. You wait a while longer, but nothing else happens. All that's left to do is to leave. Okay, so it looks like the crown came, the curio I got before for the crown came in handy. That allows you to keep going even if your characters die off. So the bug will probably be a bit harder this time because we weren't able to get rid of the Ebendir. Okay, so we don't want blessings and we don't want curios. Alright, so we do have enough of a countdown that we could just get straight to the boss without going into disarray, but well, I'm sure we'll get, like, one of the paths unlocks when you go into disarray, the abundance one, so I kind of want to do that, but we will not do that this round. I'm sure I'll get it on a different round. Oh, hello. I'm doing pretty good. I'm playing Honkai Star Rail, and we are in the third round of Swarm Disaster for the first time. How are you?
Let's wait and see.
Repay.
I'd say the stream's going pretty well. We're gonna get going through this simulated universe run, and then we'll probably be closing out the stream for today. I'm glad you're doing pretty well as well.
Show no mercy.
We've been going for about 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours now.
Judgment is here.
introducing everyone to the new Swarm Disaster section of the simulated universe.
This thunder. Show no mercy. Nothing major.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Just a pretty calm stream.
Conflict is
I do not do streaming daily. I do streamings on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
return.
Daily streams would be a little bit much for me.
Rules are made to
Do
be
you do
broken.
any streaming, or are you just a viewer?
Here, this thunder.
Yes, the model, my model is from a free program that you can get on Steam, called shoot, I don't have the name of it right offhand. It's in my bio though. And then the background stuff is a set I bought on Etsy, which is also linked in my about page with where all my assets are from. But it's really cool that you're a VTuber artist. That takes a lot of work. The rigging and whatnot. I think I also have that in my about bio, but since the model program I used and then the tracker program I've used are both free programs, I did not spend much on that. I did spend a little bit on, even though the model program's free, you can buy assets from people. For my model, I think I only spent about $50, maybe a little less. And then for my background set, the like view donations, new subscribers with the Sakura icons and stuff, was like $20 on Etsy, I think. So it's not rigged. Well, kinda is rigged. The program is completely free that I use, for the model and like the basic movement tracking and stuff.
Nice.
Same thing with the moving tracking software I use. For like the basic program, it's free. You can pay a monthly subscription though, if you want. You encounter Herta. Uncaring, she looks at you expressionlessly. Congratulations. Okay, so this is her enhancement screen, which we're not gonna do because we're trying to get the fragments. Okay. Oh, I should have re-rolled that one. Oh well. And we only have one debuff because we lost the fight to the Ebon Deer.
We need a strategy. I'm with you.
I commend. Let's wait and see.
Alright, we'll hit it with Locha.
Repay.
Yeah, I just use the basic program, so I don't do the monthly payment, but I do agree that a lot of people run into some issues with that on if they can pay like a subscription model. But yeah, so I paid very little for my
Forged in ice
model.
never falters.
Obviously it can get really like much higher, but yeah, I didn't spend very much. I think all of the people, it should be in my about section on my model and my assets. I have all the people linked, and then if you click on the links, there's also their prices that I paid. Though I paid a little bit more because since I'm a streamer, I wanted to make sure that I got their,
This thunder.
like their,
The dead return.
international use contract. I forget exactly what it's called, but it allows you to use it, if you're a streamer,
Forged in ice.
instead of just using it for fun. So it's a little bit more expensive. I can't check it right now because I'm right in the middle of a stream, but if you leave a link, I can definitely check it afterwards.
Just a scratch.
Conflict is pitiless. The dead return.
A will forged in ice never falters. Rules are made to be broken.
Okay. I would say, like, it seems that we're doing pretty good on this round, but,
Show no
it was, like, the last round that we got in trouble with the derriere, too.
Nothing major.
Oh, I don't, well, not unfortunately, it is kind of on purpose. I actually don't have many social media, yet. I don't have a Discord, I don't have, like an X or a Twitter profile, I don't have an Instagram, for this account yet, so... on my About page, there are links to the social media I do have, if you want to send it to something else.
Rules are made to be broken. Is that all?
Here, this thunder.
Is that all?
Yeah, when it comes to social media, I have a YouTube account and then I have a TikTok account. I don't have very many social media for this account yet.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy. Nothing major.
Oh, finally, got through the first round of battle. Everybody's still alive, so that's good.
The dead return.
Can't let our guard down yet, considering what happened in the derriere fight. Man, the lesser swarm beetles do quite a chunk of damage when they explode. That's interesting.
Forged in ice never falters.
Here, this thunder.
Rules are made to be broken. Is that all? Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters.
Conflict is pitiless.
Is that all?
I underestimated you. The dead return. Show no mercy. thunder!
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters! Just a fish. Is that all?
Conflict is pitiless!
Alright, making some chunks, making some
Here
chunks.
is thunder! The dead return! Show no mercy.
Ooh, that was a good follow-up. That follow-up took a good chunk of the health.
A will forged in ice never falters! Rules are made to be broken.
Interesting. I wonder why the 1% is not... There we go. I was supposed to be like, why are we sticking with 1%?
A will forged in ice never falters!
Underestimated you. Here is thunder!
Oh, my Locha is not guarded right now.
The dead return!
You don't want a repeat of what happened with the Ebon Deer.
Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return!
My healer needs to stay alive as much as possible. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Locha, Locha, Locha. Okay, thank goodness.
Is that all?
Yep, Gepard.
Will forged in ice.
I need that shield. I need that shield pronto, especially on Locha.
Rules are made to be broken.
Okay, well, really I can't lose any of the characters. That would be very bad, but oh, Jingyuan. Jingyuan,
Is that all?
please.
Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return!
Man, I haven't been this antsy about a battle in a while.
Underestimated you.
Is that all?
Okay,
Will forged in ice.
okay,
Never
okay, okay. Gepard
Is
shield.
thunder.
Very, very thankful to get that.
Bloom. The dead return!
Alright, we finally hit 50 health. Oh, Locha's down. Dang it! Oh, my healer's out. I don't know if now with the healer gone, I don't know if we'll be able to survive this. Especially when we're only on 50% of the health.
Rules are made to be broken.
I can see what people talk about, like maybe like once you get towards the end, like higher stage difficulties, you might need 2 healers on the team just to be able to keep everyone alive.
Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
that all?
Oh, Jing Yuan's almost dead. Jing Yuan is dead. Oh, Gepard, keep our Trailblazer alive, please.
More than that. Is that all?
All right, Trailblazer's down.
Is that all? A will forged in ice.
Yeah, even with with us at like 19% or whatever, I don't think Gepard can do this on his own. No offense, Gepard.
It'll heal.
Ah, so we lost. Man, and that's difficulty 1? Yikes. Okay, and I'm guessing we didn't get like any of the... Because we weren't able to defeat it, I guess we weren't able to get any of the stuff. Oh, we got 745. Man, if I hadn't done that one misclick, we would have gotten that one. But it also looks like it's accumulation. It's not just like one sitting, which is nice. Okay, so none of the... Oh! Annals of Fortification. Okay. Probably if we'd defeated it, we would have gotten the part 3. Okay. Well, that is definitely the... Oh, we got a new message from Bailu. Hey, Kalis, didn't you say you were getting nightmares lately? I have a treatment plan for you. This is the prescription. Thank you, Miracle Doctor. You're my savior. I'm just doing my job. Breakfast, a bowl of puffer goat stomach coming soup, 2 pieces of hash browns, and a deep-fried dough stick, with 1 tail of grilled chicken drumstick meat. Lunch, half a caddy of fragrant white rice, and a plate of Granny Chin's tofu, 2 Tusman wraps, and a large cup of Immortal's Delight. Dinner, a serving of General Grilled Stone Calf Burger, a serving of deep-fried chicken wings, and 2 tails of yellow boulder cheese fries. Save it, and remember to take your medicine according to time. Isn't this just a meal plan? Am I a healer, or are you the healer? This is food therapy. I guarantee you'll be happy for an entire day post-treatment, and happy people just don't have nightmares. We just got an achievement. Unlock 1 blessing of propagation in the simulated universe. And reply to 60 idle chats from characters. Speaking of which, do I have any... Yeah, what's the index looking like? So we got 5. Which gets us some stellar jade. 3 new exploration tasks and 2 new curios. So that was a bunch of stellar jade we just got just then. So let's take a look at how many tickets we can buy. 3. And I think I had 4. Oh, that's 8. Okay, so we can then go here and we can get 2, which means we can do a put 10 pull. So let's see. All right, 10 pull. We are on 19 pity. Streamer luck, streamer luck, streamer luck. Ah, no streamer luck. So this will put us at 29. Hopefully we'll get another March Eidolon. That would be nice. Asta, of course. Oh, Yukong. Hello. Asta and Yukong. So again, all the characters except for March. Oh, and with that, we have C6 Yukong, or E6 Yukong. We're getting there with Asta, though. Okay, so that almost took us 3 hours, but that is Swarm Disaster. It says complete, so obviously I didn't do that, but I'll probably do this off screen, just so you know. But next time we are going to work on these side quests and these companion missions, and we are also going to do Equilibrium Part 6 as well. I intend to grind for that. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great time, and I will also be adding no self-promotions to the rules if they're not already there. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.